Welcome back to Bike Lab Review. Today we're diving into one of the most exciting new middleweight adventure bikes, the 2026 Honda Africa Twin 650, especially the stunning red edition. Honda has a strong legacy with the Africa Twin family, and this new 650 model looks ready to carry that adventure DNA into a lighter, more approachable package. Let's break down what makes this new twin such an anticipated ride for both everyday explorers and serious tourers. Honda's Africa Twin lineup has always represented freedom and reliability, bikes that can cross continents, handle rough terrain, and still be comfortable on the highway. But not everyone needs a big 1100cc engine or the higher price tag that comes with it. That's where the Africa Twin 650 steps in. It's built to bridge the gap between the smaller CB500X and the full-size Africa Twin 1100. The idea is simple: all the adventure capability, but in a size and price that's easier to live with day to day. The 2026 Africa Twin 650 doesn't just look like a scaled-down version of its bigger sibling, it carries its own identity. The design is muscular yet balanced, and the red edition stands out immediately with its deep gloss crimson paint, black frame highlights, and minimalistic decals that scream premium. The tall stance, sharp front beak, and LED lighting setup all reinforce that classic adventure bike look. Honda's attention to detail shows in small touches: the sculpted tank that narrows toward the seat for better control, the taller windscreen for long-distance comfort, and the integrated crash protection points for off-road security. It looks tough, practical, and built to take abuse, but with just the right amount of elegance. At the heart of the new Africa Twin 650 sits a parallel twin 650cc engine, tuned for both performance and tractability. Honda engineers have clearly aimed for a perfect middle ground: enough low-end torque for off-road trails, and enough top-end punch for effortless highway cruising. Expect output figures around 70 horsepower and 65 Nm of torque, paired with a 6-speed gearbox and a slipper clutch for smoother downshifts. There's also an optional dual-clutch transmission (DCT), a signature Honda feature that takes away the hassle of clutch work during long tours. The engine is Euro 5+ compliant and built with Honda's latest PGMFI technology for crisp throttle response and cleaner emissions. The overall character feels smooth and balanced. It's not about outright aggression, but about delivering consistent power when and where you need it most. The Africa Twin 650's chassis has been designed from the ground up for versatility. It uses a semi-double cradle steel frame that combines strength with manageable weight. The suspension setup features long travel, Showa forks at the front, and a monoshock with preload adjustability at the rear, ideal for switching between road and dirt conditions. Seat height is expected around 830-850 mm, which might sound tall, but the narrow midsection makes it easy to manage even for medium-height riders. The weight distribution feels neutral, helping the bike stay composed in both tight city corners and gravel roads. On the highway, the bike feels planted and stable, while off-road, it's surprisingly nimble, exactly what you want in a mid-weight adventure machine. Honda's refinement really shines through in its balance between control and comfort. Honda hasn't skimped on features either. The 2026 Africa Twin 650 comes loaded with a full-color TFT display with smartphone connectivity, turn-by-turn navigation, and ride analytics. There are multiple riding modes: road, rain, gravel, and custom, letting riders fine-tune throttle response, traction control, and ABS sensitivity. Speaking of ABS, it's dual-channel and switchable for off-road riding. You'll also find LED lighting all around, USB-C charging, and even optional heated grips for long tours. The bike's electronics are intuitive and user-friendly, not overwhelming, exactly what adventure riders prefer. Honda has always excelled at rider comfort, and the Africa Twin 650 continues that trend. The upright riding posture, wide handlebars, and well-padded seat ensure fatigue-free long rides. The windscreen offers good wind protection, and handguards come standard for added practicality. Fuel capacity sits around 20 liters, giving the bike a realistic touring range of over 400 kilometers. Great for riders who love covering long distances without frequent fuel stops. It's built to go the distance, whether that's a cross-country highway or a dirt trail leading to nowhere. Braking duties are handled by dual front discs with radial calipers and a single rear disc, offering excellent control and bite. Honda's cornering ABS and traction control systems provide confidence even on slippery surfaces. The electronics work in the background, smooth, predictable, and non-intrusive. For riders who plan to carry luggage or a pillion, the rear subframe is reinforced, ready to take panniers and top boxes without affecting balance. While Honda hasn't officially announced pricing yet, the Africa Twin 650 is expected to sit comfortably below the 1100 model, making it far more accessible to adventure riders entering the mid-weight category. It's also expected to arrive in several colors, but the red edition is definitely the showstopper. Bold, clean, and unmistakably Honda. The 2026 Honda Africa Twin 650 Red Edition perfectly captures the essence of adventure riding. It's not just about power or size, it's about balance, capability, and dependability. This bike seems tailor-made for riders who want a machine that's tough enough for the wild, yet refined enough for everyday use. Whether you're crossing mountain passes, exploring forest trails, or just cruising down the highway, this mid-weight twin gives you the best of both worlds. Power when you need it, comfort when you want it, and that classic Africa Twin confidence every time you ride. Thanks for watching Bike Lab Review. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more honest reviews, test rides, and everything two-wheeled.